built, so they often went, okay, we'll do Rebecca and David because the set's built, and we'd go, yay. Now, what's the rest of the story? We don't know,
No.
but here's a couple of scenes, and we go, okay. And so it was highly bizarre, and we just went, okay, let's do it. Let's see where it goes. And I mean, I always thought that David was priceless.
It's all coming out now.
Priceless is good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, priceless is, yeah, it doesn't mean valueless. It means valuable beyond belief.
Yeah. How stupid do I look? Pretty stupid. No, so but it would keep us, we were always on our toes, weren't we? Because it was always the first stuff shop. We just had no idea what was, no idea.
But that was the joy of working with
That was the fun, yeah. Imagine if we hated it, it would have been terrible, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Because it was flying by the seat of our pants, and yeah, no, we were lucky.
Up the back there.
Sorry, this has been asked already.
It's about my boobs.
Malevolent. I thought that was a good word too, malevolent. Sorry.
Sorry.
Had you watched all your fantasy show before your character was introduced?
Yes.
No.
You were in the first season.
Yeah.
So I like sci-fi. So it was like, oh wow, a sci-fi is going to be made in Australia. How cool is that? And I knew Anthony, and I knew he was going to be in it.
Where did you know him from?
Brizzy. He was teaching at BCAE, and I was doing some workshops there. Yeah. So so I watched the, you know, I guess you guys have probably had a similar experience. I watched the first 2 episodes that were on at 8:30, and then the next one that was on at 12:30, and then the tennis, and then the Olympics, and whatever. So I watched some of it. I wasn't, you know, I was doing theatre and stuff, so I didn't see all of it. But I liked it, and I would have watched more if it was easier to get to.
Oh, so you saw it as a punter before?
I saw it as a,
wow.
absolutely saw it as a punter. And because I'm a sci-fi girl, so I like my, you know, it was good.
Yeah,
So,
she was crapping on about Battlestar Galactica before. She's like really into it.
yeah. And it's getting later and later at night. So I'm really pissed off because I have to get to sleep to wake up at 5:30. But David obviously hadn't seen any of it.
No idea what it was. And I just went and met with Andrew Proust the day before I started shooting.
Wow.
It wasn't funny, it was scary. Oh, that was all right, because that was just a crap-on talk, you know, just talking about yourself. And that was, but shooting, it was scary, because it was literally the day before, and I still hardly know what a microt and that's the, you know, and the vector 6BH and the, you know, time warpy.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's true for David, but I know that certainly Wayne and I found on this show that the bad guys have big words and big sentences and no punctuation. You know, we'd look at the script and go, how come the good guy just said, yes, it's over there, and we have something that's, you know, this big, and such a mouthful. So I
had all this exposition that I just...
Yeah.
Talking about the plot, so none of it's colloquial, of course. So it's not like you can paraphrase.
There is an episode out there where Wayne was supposed to say commandant and says Commodore. In fact, I think it's the first ep I was in, and that was because he had that day 8 million, you know, big words, and I thought, oh well, they must be going to fix that up later. It's only my first day, I won't make trouble. And then I saw the episode and went, I'm not a Commodore.
Commodore.
Car, isn't it? What's all that about?
What is a Commodore?
It's a car. No, it's
I know what a commode is.
You drive the different way.
Yeah. Were you pregnant when you found out about the mini-series?
No. I was bloated.
What was it like that when you found out that you were?
I was very excited. It wasn't something I'd planned, but it was something I'd always wanted to do and intended to do. And it was fantastic that we could work it into the show.
It's actually,
We don't talk about that.
You were looking so slim and trim on Peacekeeper Wars. You were so.
Ah, yes. You so were pregnant.
I was pregnant when they rang me, and Kemper said, "We've heard some gossip about you," and I thought, "Ew, that's nasty." And I went, "What? You know, what have I done?" And he went, "Oh, you're pregnant." I went, "Yeah, that's true." And he said, when doing a mini-series, I said, "Oh, when's it shooting?" You know, January, February, March. I went, "Right, I'll be sort of 8, 9 months pregnant."
8, 9, 10 months pregnant.
At that point, he said, "It's science fiction, we can do anything." So I said, "Yay." And then, I mean, obviously, we said, let's not have her running over uneven ground, fighting people and blah, blah, blah. But I couldn't, I didn't want to miss it. I mean, even if I'd just done something tiny, I wanted to be there.
Were the hours shortened for you?
Not really.
Do you remember how your ankles went? Woof?
Yes.
That-
High heel shoes and a little bit of fluid retention. I said, "Oh, this is good. I'm the size of a planet and I'm doing science fiction. That's excellent." And but there was some fantastic, I must admit, primarily female ADs and people who'd go, "Get Rebecca a drink. Get her a chair. Get her a fan." So they were looking after me really well. But I mean, I think it was good that I finished filming when I did. Otherwise, I think I might have had great lighting for the birth footage.
I've got a little interesting...
Don't make me cry again.
It's not that interesting.
Okay.
But it is interesting. Did you know that the baby's voice, like the sounds of the baby, of Crichton and Aaronson's baby...
Bye, baby. Yeah, I went
Yes.
in and did ADR, and they said, you know, and the baby came with me in a little sling, and then I think my mother-in-law was there actually, and walked him around for a bit, and they said, "Oh, could we just use him for a while?" So we, you know, had a few and a couple of gurgles, and yeah, I think. What was that? He got paid. His first gig.
Wow.
Actually, he didn't get paid for his appearance in my belly. I tried to negotiate that, but they wouldn't. Cheers for the price of one.
Here's another bit of gossip. Not gossip, but the person that does the best baby, and she's gone now, is Linda Cropper. She does the best baby sounds in the whole world. I kid you not.
Except for my baby.
No, better than your baby. No, truly. She does the best. I can't do that.
Yeah,
but
she is spectacular. She did it. She
Rebecca started lactating yesterday.
I did. I'm going to.
Because they're malevolent.
Oh, we're back on the boobies, aren't we?
It's always together.
Yes, ma'am.
David, just to get off the subject, give Rebecca a bit of relief. How much of Bracca was how to succeed in business without really trying? He went from lonely little to up to a captain.
Yeah. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it?
Was he calculating, or was he just in the right spot at the right time?
Who knows?
Do you know when I got the gig and I was talking to David Kemper, I said my favourite, and I never met David, you were at the callback, but I hadn't really met you before that. I said my favourite character is Bracca because I think he's going to end up ruling the universe. Because it's quite clear that he will do whatever is necessary, and he is less visible. You know,
Start standing
and
out there, a bit shut down.
Yeah, of course. When you're visible, people will get at you, but when you're just so, I think your estimation is.
I think it was one smart cookie, but
Yeah.
It's like the Matt McCoy of the universe.